individuals you will encounter today use their words to spur their audiences to take action, overcome obstacles, and change the life in a miracle way. They are called motivational speakers. Most of featured individuals in this video have overcome difficulties in their past, and took the lessons from their experiences to catapult themselves into greatness. They have an impact on so many of people so far with their powerful and inspirational words. These are the people you need to be following, listening to and watching on YouTube, if you are a person who is willing to move with change of life. Ever wonder who are the most effective public speakers so far? We will show you the people who you should follow and learn for better life. In this video, we have listed the top 10 motivational speakers in the world. Before checking out the list, please give your precious time to subscribe our channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Hit the bell icon to get notification for our next videos. Number 10. Nick Vujicic. Nick was born on December 4, 1982, in Australia. He was born with tetra amelia syndrome, a very rare disorder, whereby someone is born with an absence of all four limbs. This no doubt ably made things incredibly tough for him to growing up, as he struggled both mentally and physically. It led him to founding his very own non-profit organization called Life Without Limbs. Nick is a true inspiration to all of us. If you have watched his motivational speeches, you will realize how much he has been able to adapt to a life without limbs. He shares his journey of faith, and the message that there is a loving God with his audience and readers. He is the author of several inspiring and motivational books.
There are some things in life that are out of your control that you can't change, and you got to live with. The choice that we have, though, is either to give up or keep on going.
Number 9. Brian Tracy. Brian was born on January 5, 1944, in Canada. He is the CEO of Brian Tracy International, a company that specifically sets out to help individuals and organizations develop, train and grow. Brian's ultimate goal is to help other people achieve their goals more efficiently and be able to achieve their full potential. His lifetime achievements are phenomenal, consulting huge numbers of businesses, hosting huge numbers of seminars and conducting years and years of research in business, economics, psychology and philosophy.
If you had all the money, and you ask that question, you think, well, if I had all the money, then I would like to do this. You say, if I only had a short time left to live, what would I want to leave behind?
Number 8. Robin Sharma. Robin was born in 1964, in Nepal. Straight out of the Dalhousie University School of Law, he became a professional lawyer. But he went much further in his career than being a fully qualified and successful lawyer. Robin Sharma is also called a motivational author. Sharma has written a total of 15 published books on the subjects of self-help and leadership. One of his most popular books, written, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, has sold over 5 million copies worldwide. He has written 12 global bestsellers.
If you want to make millions, then help millions. If you want to make 10 million, then help 10 million. If you want to be a billionaire, then solve the problem a billion people are struggling with.
Number 7. Wayne Dyer. Dr. Wayne was born on May 10, 1940, in Detroit. He has spent the majority of his childhood in an orphanage. Dyer was in the U.S. Navy after graduating high school, from 1958 to 1962. He then received his degree in counseling, a profession that he chose to work in for a while, before taking it one step further. Dyer left his teaching job and started pursuing a career in motivational speaking, holding various lectures across the states, and becoming an incredibly popular author. The first book that Dyer ever wrote has now had over 35 million copies sold. Then he proceeded to continue with his lecture tours, release various audio tapes and publish a regular stream of books.
I'd like to see you change from this thought. Change from seeing yourself as separate to seeing yourself as connected to everyone and everything in the universe.
Number 6. Ziglar. Ziglar was born on November 6, 1926, in Alabama. He served in the Army from 1935 to 1946 during World War II. After the war began, he started to work as a salesman for many different companies, eventually becoming the vice president for the Automotive Performance Company. He started taking part in motivational seminars, and also wrote his first book in 1975, titled See You at the Top. This was the first of at least 15 books he had written during the period of 1975 to 2012. He passed away on November 28 in 2012. A lot of wisdom has come from him over the years, and he is definitely one of the best motivational speakers in the world so far.
We frequently don't understand that if you are irreplaceable in the job you have, you're unpromotable where you are.
Number 5. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold was born on July 30, 1947, in Austria. We all know him as the world-famous professional bodybuilding champion, and there's a very inspirational story behind his bodybuilding success. He served in the Austrian army at the age of 18 years old for 1 year. During this time, he would still manage to fit in his workouts between all the training and drills, whilst most people were resting. He snuck out of camp to compete in the Junior Mr. Europe contest, which he ended up winning. Arnold's discipline towards his training was incredible, and the fact that he was willing to disobey the rules of the army and sneak out of camp to compete in the contest just goes to show how badly he wanted it. Nowadays, he is an inspiration to many bodybuilders and a great source of motivation for anyone wanting to be successful.
In front of me is the Mr. Universe title. So every rep that I do gets me closer to accomplishing that goal, to make this goal, this vision turn into reality.
Number 4. Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn was born on September 17, 1930, in Washington. He was a very successful entrepreneur, at one time being a vice president of a very successful sales company, NutriBio. However, after the company eventually went out of business, he was invited to speak at a meeting of one of his clubs. After this meeting, he was invited to speak at many other events and began making a name for himself. Rohn was a wise businessman, and managed to impart much of this wisdom into others. He definitely earned the right to be on this list of the best motivational speakers in the world. He passed away on December 5, 2009.
If you will change, everything will change for you. You don't have to change what's outside. All you've got to change is what's inside.
Number 3. Les Brown. Les Brown was born on February 17, 1945, in Florida. He was adopted by Mamie Brown, and whilst in grade school, he was declared educably mentally retarded. Despite this and the emotional issues it brought upon him, he was encouraged by others to continue to learn and be the best he could be, leading him to unlock his full potential. His speeches are so deep and meaningful that they really get through to people. His ability to build rapport with people from all sectors of society makes him one of the most sought-after and influential speakers in the world.
You've got to become someone you've never been. We all have greatness within us, but greatness is not our destiny. It is a choice that we have to make consciously.
Number 2. Tony Robbins. Tony was born on February 29, 1960, in Los Angeles. His life at home when he was young was described by him as abusive and chaotic. It was because of this that he left home at the age of 17. Originally, when starting out in the world of motivational speaking, Robbins was promoting seminars for Jim Rohn. He later decided to begin his own journey hosting his own seminars. His commanding presence during his talks, and his passion for helping others to reach their goals, are some of the traits that make him a powerful motivational speaker. He usually talks and writes about overcoming fears, strengthening communication, improving and maintaining relationships, attaining more wealth, and staying fit and healthy.
If want life to change, you got to change. If you want life to be better, you've got to get better. It's the only way it happens.
Number 1. Eric Thomas. Thomas was born and raised in Detroit. He was homeless at the age of 16 years. But Eric decided that he wanted to make a better life for himself, to become someone with a life he could be proud of. He managed to get the education he missed out on whilst he was homeless, and pushed himself further to achieve all the qualifications he dreamed of being able to achieve. Eric Thomas has become one of the best motivational speakers in the world. He has become the favorite motivational speaker of most of people. His YouTube videos are legendary, and his best-selling books have taken in millions of dollars in revenue.
But I'm still gonna be successful. I'm still gonna get to where they are. Why? Because I owe it to myself. And can't nobody stop me but me. And you need to get rid of them excuses. You need to stop pointing fingers at people. And you need to start pointing fingers at yourself. What did you not do?
We hope you enjoyed this list of the top 10 best motivational speakers in the world. Do you agree with the current order of this list we have selected? Who is your favorite motivational speaker among them? We'd like to know about your opinion on this list. Is there anyone else that have motivated you to change the life? Let us know about your inspiration and motivational source.